Namaste students, myself Sunil Kumar from the Department of Computer Science. Today we are moving to the next chapter, Internet and Open Source Concept. In that our topic is Introduction, Classification of Internetworks, Terminology and Definitions. Today we are going to discuss about these topics. We will move to the topic now. What is internetwork? Before starting the topic, I am asking with you, what is an internetwork? Internetwork is a collection of individual networks. Is a collection of individual network concerned by intermediate networking devices, or you can say connected by the intermediate networking device that functions as a large network. Internetwork means whenever small number of multiple networks, whenever the small number of or individual networks are connected together. We are connecting multiple individual networks together. We are connecting individual network together by using the intermediate networking device. By using some networking device, we are connecting multiple networks. We are connecting multiple networks, and that works as, or that functions as single large network. It functions as large network. That is actually known as internetwork. Internetwork means combining multiple small networks. Combining multiple small networks together. That is actually known as internetwork. If you take the internetwork, there are different types are there. There are different types of, or you can say classifications of internetwork. One is internet. Second one is intranet. Third one is extranet. There are three types of internetworks are there. One is internet, intranet and extranet. What is the internet? It is a globe public network. All over the world, network is treated as a single network. All over the world, network is treated as a single network, means that is known as internet. Intranets, the wholly owned or private internetworks. Internetwork means intranet means one company owning its own individual some networks. One person owning its own network. For example, if you take the college campus, there are different buildings will be there. Or if you take any university, there are different buildings will be there. Each building, there are separate individual networks will be available. If you take each building, that each building contains its own personal networks. That all personal networks are connected together. That is actually known as internetwork. That is known as internetwork. So if you take this campus, all networks are connected together. So that is owned by one person or private institution like that. That is actually known as intranets. That is known as intranets. Next one is extranets. Extranets. The hybrid internetworks is also known as hybrid internetwork. Private networks are connected to internet. By using the method of internet, we are connecting the different private networks. We are connecting different private networks are connected through the internet. That is known as extranet. There are three types of network. One is internet, intranet and extranet. The next, move to the topic open source. Next, what do we move to the topic? That is open source. What is the open source? The term open source software is used to refer to those categories of software or programs whose license not impose much conditions. Open source means this is one kind of software. It's a one kind of software. That software not impose the much condition to use. If you want to use any software, for example, if you take the Microsoft Office, if you take the Microsoft Office, that is not an open source. That is not an open source, but is a paid software. So in that case, we have some conditions. You have to buy the software, and it's not possible to circulate that one. That is different conditions are available. But in that case, that is a open source. That is not a open source. But if you take the open source software, that much not impose condition, many conditions, or many conditions are not there in case of the softwares. That softwares are known as open source softwares or open source. Next, some terminologies used in this case, or some terminologies. One is free software. What is a free software? Free software means the software freely accessible. Software is freely accessible and can freely used. We can use freely and we can change that one, or we can improve, or we can copy, and we can distribute. That is actually known as free software. The free software is available freely, first thing. And then freely we can use without paying any money. We can use the software freely, that is freely used, and we can change the softwares, or we can improve, we can copy the software, and also we can distribute the software all who wish to do, or we can whom we want to share your software. That is possible in case of free software. Mainly no payments are needed to be made for free software. No need to pay the money for the free software. That is actually the free softwares. Next one is open source. Important one is open source. Open source software on other hand can be freely used, can usually freely used, but it does not have the free of charge. Sometimes open source software you have to pay the money, sometimes, not always. It is freely used. We can use freely, but sometimes is not free of cost. Now sometimes it is not a free of cost, sometimes you have to pay the money. Some softwares, some open source software you have to pay the money and you have to access that one. Open source doesn't just access to the source code. See, if you take the open source software, source code is freely available. Source code is freely available. Not only accessing the source code, the distribution terms of open source software must commonly apply with some criteria are there. If you use the open source software, not only access to the source code, other than that some other criteria are there. That some other criteria is free redistribution. Free redistribution is possible to distribute freely, and source code is available. It is source code of the open source software is available. Next, derived works. You can divide the works and work will be derived and will assigned. And no discrimination against person and group. See, if you some softwares, if you purchase for business, you have to purchase separate software. For personal use, you have to purchase separate software. So in this case of open source software, there is no discrimination among persons or group, or no discrimination against field or group, or sometimes some group is not possible to use, sometimes some people cannot be used. So that is not possible. That restriction is not there in case of open source software. Distribution of licenses is provide the license to distribute the software. It provides license to distribute the softwares, and license must not be specific to a product. So if you take the license, that is must not be specific to the particular product, and also license must not restrict the other software. If you purchase one software, that not restrict the other softwares, and license must be technology naturally. Normally natural license will be available here. Next, open source software. OSS. What is the OSS? OSS refers to the open source software. Same. OSS means it is a open source software which refers to the software whose source code is available to the customer. Means open source software. Free. Remember, there are two terms mainly. One is free software, one is open source. Free means the access is free. You can freely use, and we can no need to pay the amount for that one. Free software means no need to pay the amount for that. But if you use the open source software, sometimes payment is required. Sometimes payment is required, but source code will be available. You will get the source code. If you get the source code of any software, it can be modified. We can modify the software, and also we can redistribute. It is also possible to redistribute. Also we can modify without any limitation. That is the open source softwares. The next one is flows. Flows refers to the free, libre and open source software, or it is also libre, also known as libre and open source software. Normally you can say free, libre, L-I-B-R-E software. The term flows is used to refer to the software which is both free software as well also open software. Some softwares are there. Some softwares are there that is freely available, and also source code is also available. Free software means it is no need to pay the amount. Free software means that is no need to pay the amount for that one. That is a free software. Then open source means source code is available. But if you go for flows, then in that case no need to pay the money. No need to pay the money, as well as source code is also available. Source code is also available. The next one is GNU. GNU is a Unix-like computer operating system. It is a Unix-like. It's not a Unix-like operating system developed by the GNU project. By when you're going to develop the GNU product, that GNU is developed. It is composed wholly of free software. It mainly refers to the free software. It refers to the GNU. GNU means what? What is the full form of GNU? GNU means G means GNUs, N means not, U means Unix. It refers to GNUs, not Unix. GNU is a project actually. GNU is a project. Remember, GNU full form. What is the full form of GNU? GNU or GNUs, not Unix. It is a Unix-like computer operating system, but it is not a Unix. It is not a Unix. So it is Unix-like. So full form is GNUs, not Unix. GNU means G means GNUs, N means not, U means Unix. That is GNUs, not Unix. GNU project emphasized on freedom. Thus, its logo type has shown you a GNU animal. It shows one logo. That is the one animal logo. GNU is the one animal that shows the logo in case of GNU project. Next one is FSF. FSF is a Free Software Foundation. Free Software Foundation. FSF means it is a Free Software Foundation. FSF is a non-profit organization created for the purpose of supporting free software movement. It is one foundation created. It is a non-profit. Remember, it is a one foundation and it is a non-profit foundation. In that foundation, profit will not be available. In that foundation, profit will not be available because it is mainly because supporting the free movement of open source software, so free softwares. If you want to share the free software, then that is based on the FSF. Means FSF is a foundation, that is a non-profit foundation that will provide the support. It supports free software movement. You can share the software that's supported by the FSF. Richard Stallman founded FSF. Richard Stallman founded FSF in the year 1985. In the year 1985, Richard Stallman founded the FSF. And it support the GNU project or GNU license, GNU license. GNU license means free software license, and also the free software project. That purpose they used or they developed the one foundation. That foundation is known as FSF Foundation, or it is known as, it is a non-profit foundation mainly used for supporting the free software movement. Next one is OSI. OSI means Open Source Initiative. Open Source Initiative. Already we studied OSI. One more term in case of networking. That is Open System Interconnection. It is Open System Interconnection. But here OSI, there are two OSI terminology is there. If they asked in networking chapter, that is OSI means Open System Interconnection. Here OSI means Open Source Initiative. It is Open Source Initiative. It is an organization. It is an organization dedicated to cause of promoting open source softwares. It is an organization dedicated to cause of promoting open source softwares. Mainly, it is an organization. See, the two organizations. One is FSF. That is for free softwares. That is for free softwares. This one is for open source softwares. It is for open source software. There are two founders are there. That founded in the February 1998. Not in the before, that is 1985, but it is 1988. The next one is W3C. W3C means what? W3C means it is an acronym for World Wide Web Consortium. W3 means 3W is there. www, that is W3. C, consortium. What is a consortium? Consortium means a group. Consortium means that is a one group. So here www consortium, W3C. W3C means is a World Wide Web Consortium. W3 is responsible for producing software standards. W3 is responsible for producing the software standards for the World Wide Web. For World Wide Web, for that some softwares are required. So if you are going to develop any softwares for that one, then W3C is the responsible for any softwares that you develop. That is software that you develop for the WWW. W3C was created by Tim Berners-Lee. So who is a developer who developed the internet? He also Tim Berners-Lee. T.B. Lee, in the year 1990, he developed the internet. So the same person is created W3C. W3C is created by Tim Berners-Lee in the year 1994. In the year 1994, W3C is created. The next software is proprietary software. Proprietary software or closed software is software that neither open or nor freely available. This is some softwares are there. For example, if you are going to create or open your shop, for that one billing software is required. So that is not free. You have to give the money for some person. They will develop your software. They will give. So that type of software are known as proprietary software. Proprietary softwares. It's a closed source code. Source code is not available. In that cases, source code is not available, and also it is not free. It is not free. Its use is regulated. Its use is regulated, and further distribution and modification is either forbidden or requires special permission by the supplier or the vendor. See, if you develop one software, you are asking for your own company is there. For that company, you want one software. You met the IT company or IT people, they will develop and they will give the softwares. So in that software, source code is not available. In that software, source code is not available first, and also it is not free of cost. You have to pay the money for that one. That's the main two things. And also its use is regulated use. For means we can use only in the particular place, not possible to use in all the places. So it is regulated use, and further distribution or modification if you want to distribute to another company, or if you want to modify that one, that is not, it is either forbidden or it is not available, or it is sometimes is required the permission from the vendor who supplied the software for you. One who supplied the software for you, from that person you have to take the special permission to share the software or to modify the software. So that is mainly proprietary softwares. Source of proprietary software is normally not available, because they are not giving, IT company or IT people, they are not giving the source code of the proprietary softwares. Next one is the freeware. Freeware means the term freeware has no clear definition. There is no clear definition for the freeware, but generally used for softwares which are available free of cost. Mainly any software that available free of cost and which allows copying for the distribution. It allows for the distribution is possible, but no modification, and also source code is not available. Freeware. One is freeware means that is a software. Available in free of cost. Free of cost is available, and you can copy. It means we can distribute to others. We can distribute that to others, but modification and source code is not available. Modification of the software and also the source code of the software is not available in case of freeware. Freeware is distributed by binary form. It is distributed in binary form, ready to run, and without any license fees. No need here, license is not required, and it is distributed in the binary format. So readily we can execute the freewares. The next one is shareware. Shareware is a software offered trial versions. It is offered trial versions for limited period of time, and with the certain features only available, not all the features. And all the features are available after the license is purchased. When you purchase the license, see, it's not a free software. Shareware means it's not a free software. So if you want, before using the paid softwares, they will give pro version. Pro version means one is, you can say that limited version or trial versions. That trial version softwares are known as shareware. Trial version softwares are known as shareware. In certain features are available, means all the features are not available in trial versions. All the features are not available in trial version. And when you are going to purchase a license, at that time all the features are readily available. All the features are readily available after you purchase the license. Its source code is not available. Normally source code is not available, and modification of software is not allowed. Modification of software is not allowed, and also source code is not available. So by here we reach our end of session today. In this session mainly we discussed with the networks, and terminologies and definition of open source and internet. So I'll wind up my today's session. Thank you.